We'd like to welcome you and thank you all. We love all of our viewers. The haters, everyone, doesn't matter. This is fueled by hater tears. This feature is going to have more kill sequences than we ever have in any normal situation, as some of the botched hunts or the film didn't go quite the way we wanted. We're going to show them all right here, right now on this feature.
Got up, left Sioux Falls at 2:20 a.m. to be out west at Shooting Light the day before the opener. Same as always, we got the tripod with Wes, Joel. We are about 15 minutes behind schedule of where we wanted to be. So we're going to scoot across the countryside and see if we can't get up high, glass low, and see what we can find for an inventory for tomorrow morning.
This first hunt, we have Wesley, who I would like to call my own personal pack mule. This kid is awesome. He has come with us for about the last 6 to 8 years, and he's been a trooper and never complained once. And then once he got old enough, we started filming him along on the hunts too. To set the scene, we are entering on a neighboring property, and before we even get to where we're going, basically drove over the hill, and there he was.
That bale pile, once you get there, it'll be 340 yards, but let's see if he cuts this way, all right?
This could be our only shot. You're going to have to take him right here before he gets behind those bales, bud.
All right, he's right at 400 yards. So, cross here, 3 more lines down, okay? All right, you ready?
I could tell he was hit hard.
There he goes. Oh my God, can that kid frickin' shoot or what? You smoked him. Dude, you drilled him. That's 400 yards. Look. The kid's 15 years old, and he obviously can shoot really good. A couple weeks ago, he shot a dog, a coyote, at 525 yards. So if he can do that, I felt more than comfortable with him shooting a deer at 400. Nice heavy horn. He carries his mass all the way through pretty good.
All the way through, yeah.
I think, Wes, this is gonna be your biggest deer to date.
It is.
Now, we told him last year, I said, don't get used to this. You're probably not gonna go out and shoot a bigger deer every year. That's not how it works. I'm gonna have to say again, Wes, I don't know that I can come out and get you a bigger deer next year.
Hey, that was fun. This was probably the easiest deer you'll ever shoot too. So
It is.
that was pretty awesome.
Next, we follow one of our really good friends, Jim, and due to miscommunication, I wasn't in the right place at the right time, where this could have been the largest buck captured on Wild Dakota history. We still caught it, but not the way we wanted it or the way you guys want to see it. So we still hope you enjoyed how this hunt went down. You can see how big this buck really is.
Go back around to the house and come down that draw.
Yeah, so if you go around, we got that creek that we could play with a little bit. So then
I think we could get low enough, and if he makes the mistake of crossing the fence back over, you should be able to get him down the alleyway. Yeah, on a deer like this, you want to make sure you got a solid shot, because we might only get one chance.
The original plan was to cross the fence, set up and shoot, but the vantage point wasn't what they wanted, so they inched forward to the dirt mound. Now the problem was swirling wind picking up dust, making it hard to see, and at this point I was committed to stay put as they decided to shave off some real estate. Now our communication is zero, and I continued to roll film with my fingers crossed. Hindsight, I would have slipped down right next to them the whole time for the first-person view. Lesson learned, camera operator always stays in the pocket of the shooter.
Done.
I don't think it's going to be Jim's highest scoring deer, but we believe he'd be a 6x9, so.
I bet you he's going to be in that 160 range.
I bet he's bigger.
Maybe. We can take him out tonight. It takes a lot. Yeah.
It takes a lot of muley to.
So I don't know. I saw these, but you might be able to score these two. That one's too small. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
That's a fresh
8,
break.
9. Yeah, he was scraping on that tree. 9 by
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
9 by 6. An amazing animal. Holy cows. If we knew it was this big, man, I would have focused so much harder on making sure things were perfect, especially for the camera angles. Next up in the dynamic trio, Wesley, Joel, and myself are just getting ready to pack it up and head out to another area when we crest the hill, hear a gunshot, and see a wounded animal come off of public onto the private where we are to hunt. Now, typically, we would have expected the person who shot this animal to come knock on the doors or come check, at least with the landowner, to come and look for it or try to recover it. However, we watched the truck just drive right off onto the gravel road, so we decided let's go check it out, and this is how it went down.
He's running funny. Come on. If we go down these trees, we can cut him off.
And that's it. We knew we came out here. We didn't have a lot of time. We were going to fill tags and head back across. We had an unfortunate event at home, so we're going to take care of that. So we got to be home tomorrow morning, and we got a lot of work to do today. Let's go take a peek at this guy. Wes, you are next, I guess.
Not first this year.
No? Boy,
about
3 years in a
time.
row. 3 years
Yeah.
in a row you were first. Let's go take a look. We're walking back to the truck. Some gentleman on the other end of the public shot the deer. It sounded like a hit, so we saw it come over the hill. It looked like it could be running a little rough, which makes every bit of sense of why it was laying right there with a hole in its side. And we put a tag on a wounded animal, and now it's not going to sit there, and we won't come back next year and there will be a skeleton laying right there. We saw a really wide, bright white antlered mule deer that took off out of the crop ground and into the pasture. Once it crests the hill, we kind of decided let's go close the distance and see if we can't get a closer look. En route to find the animal, as we're coming across the pasture, The animal actually doubled back and we caught it crossing a creek bottom, and there was literally no time for any B-roll. Get out of the truck and shoot.
Gotta hurry up, yeah.
Yep, you can do what you gotta do, I guess.
And when you're ready.
I'm on him over there.
He's hit.
Yep.
Let him go down.
That's a nice deer.
He'll go down. He'll go down. Right about there.
That's a good one.
He's done. He looks like a good one. We didn't know exactly how big he is yet, but he looks good enough where I'm gonna go tag him.
Typically, this is not how we would set up a hunt or try to shoot an animal from the vehicle. However, we are on private ground. We're doing everything legal. And when you have a gift horse deliver an animal like this right in front of you, you take the easy ones when you get the chance.
I didn't know he had the brows at the time, but broke off just a little bit right there, but very, very nice 5x5 mule deer. Now, we gotta go get Jeff a deer, Wes a deer, and Jim a deer. We got Jim's picked out, he's just still putting the maneuver on us. But the one we got for Jim picked out is a lot better than this one. We just gotta get the maneuver put on him.
I'm feeding them, so I should get the big one.
Hey, I'm not arguing. That is a nice deer.
Wesley's up again, and this piggybacks off of Jim's hunt that we had just watched. Exactly 24 hours later, we find another buck come into the backside of the feedlot of the farm, and we set up Wesley to get in position for a shot.
You might be able to see his antlers right on the right side of that tree laying down. You can just see the tops of them.
Under the trees.
Here he comes. Is that him?
Nope.
Yeah,
There
there
he comes. There he comes. That's going to be a better shot yet. There you go, right there.
He's gonna come back out.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Zipped over.
So Wes, he brings his own cheerleading team. Yeah, his entourage. Yeah.
So not quite a 5x5.
He's a 4.5x5, Wes.
He's definitely got more mass than another deer we looked at today.
Yeah, he does have more mass than I thought he would, but Wes has been a little spoiled the last couple of years, so he's gonna have to go down a little bit. There's no way we could. There's no way we could keep finding him a bigger deer. The ball is kind of getting impossible to do.
What's kind of fun is behind the scenes is to see this kid grow up and how good of a shooter he has become, where most of us adults and grown men have developed some bad habits. We know how to do it right, but we tend to do things wrong even when we're not trying to. But congratulations, Wesley, on another awesome animal. Our final hunt of this production, and after a day of striking out, not finding any mature or potential animals to close the distance on, we caught a glimpse of a mature 5x5 mule deer, nice, wide, heavy, a great representation of a western deer, and it's moving in the right direction. We were slightly off to get the shot. I like to be under 300 yards for two reasons. One, I want to make sure wherever I'm pulling the trigger at is going to go down and that bullet's going to hit exactly where I want. Two, when you're watching it from the camera's point of angle, I want you to be able to see what's happening. So we wanted to shave a couple hundred yards off, so as we used the terrain to close the distance, we cut down one finger to shoot across the valley, which should be about 250 yards if we can get there before they get out of range.
Which one is he? Front one. Got him. Got him. My breathing and my heart was making the crosshairs jump. I saw steam coming out of his chest right about here. Really? Well, we're tagged out, baby. Well, until our hands are on it, nothing's done.
So we had to reposition, get another camera battery, and get back out here before we lost all of the light to finish this.
Things went wrong, so we had to actually grab the animal and regroup. We didn't have any battery, so we loaded the animal up, put the tag on it, and brought it back, and then we finished the sequence out when we got more camera batteries and all charged up and ready to go. We want to thank you for watching, and once again, please don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube. Throw a comment down, give us your feedback. We'd love to know what you guys have to think. Thanks again. As always, hunt hard, hunt safe, have a successful season. We'll see you next time right here in Wild Dakota, where we're born free, we live wild, and we are proud to be American.